What is going on? Welcome back. Third and 20 Dynasty stock market. It's just me and JT this episode, but I
What the
mean,
people
let's
want.
be honest. Yeah, that's all the people come for anyway.
Hmm.
And if you came for Lunas, you get him on the screen for the intro. We'll give you your daily dose of Lunas, the wild hair. Oh yeah, I like the Eagles. All right, we got enough out of Lunas. Perfect. JT, how you doing, dude?
I'm better after that Lunas impression.
All right, after this week, Lunas once again is the big winner. Maybe we do need Lunas on here because for as much as we give him shit, he is kicking our asses in this segment right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty of season left, JT. There's still plenty of time left.
I guess I'm just glad I'm catching Jake. Each week I'm slowly digging away at the lead.
So, I mean, I'm down to just start getting into the buys and sells. I don't know about you. We can get through Lunas's and Jake's really quickly, right?
Yeah. Well, Jake probably still has some more moves that he's got to send in to me. But Lunas's, we have all his moves.
All right, let's get Lunas in here then.
Okay. So what Lunas is doing is he is selling, as I scroll down, he is selling Jameson Williams. Now, that's probably because of the news that he won't be playing for another month.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Dulcich, not really sure how you say it still. The Broncos tight end. That one I'm a little more curious about. I feel like now would not be the time to sell. Then he is also selling Chase Claypool, which again feels like an interesting time considering he might get traded to a better team. And finally selling J.K. Dobbins. That one I understand more. He has another injury. Probably won't be playing for a little bit. And then now if we want to flip over to his buys, he is buying Miles Sanders, classic Lunas, ganging on the Eagles. I feel like Miles Sanders is probably his most flipped player. Just buys and sells him every other week. He is also buying DJ Moore, who I'm interested in. I might be buying him this episode as well. He's buying Garrett Wilson, who I'm also interested in, but probably won't be buying this episode. And lastly, he's buying Odell Beckham Jr., who, again, I might be buying as well because of his pending signing with a team.
I was thinking about that as well. All right, let me get these last ones in. Now, is there going to be a period after Junior?
There's no Junior. It's just Odell Beckham.
Oh, it's just Odell Beckham.
Yep.
Well, I still spelled it wrong. Is there no apostrophe after the O? No apostrophe after the O. Okay, perfect. All right, we're in here. Jake still has moves to send in?
He might have just finished his moves. Let me just see if he has enough for this. I'm typing it in. Yep. Okay. I think I have Jake's moves.
Let's get into it.
Okay. So starting with his selling, he's selling Trevor Lawrence. Don't hate that, especially as they're going against the Denver Broncos this week.
Oh yeah, easy sell right there.
Yep. Then he is selling DeAndre Hopkins, which I find curious considering he just had like 14 targets. I don't know. I think they're playing the Vikings. Whatever, I guess. He's selling Michael Gallup, which I will probably be doing as well. And he is selling Dak Prescott. And then his buys are Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
I guess Mike Williams being out.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Williams and his 3 targets a game are really going to boost it up for Josh Palmer, I guess. He's buying Kareem Hunt. I think he's anticipating him to get cut or traded. Well, not cut, but traded. Then he's buying Nico Collins. That's probably in relation to thinking Brandon Cooks will get traded. He is also buying, speak of the devil, Brandon Cooks. For reasons just mentioned. Then the next guy we're looking at is Cam Akers.
Dude, these are some wacky moves by Jake.
Right? Cam Akers is a crazy one, if
Going
you ask me.
all in on the Texans, picking up Cam Akers. I mean, he's going complete trade merchant. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah, he's going all in on the trades. And lastly, well, this one, it's very Jake. He's buying Daniel Jones.
That makes sense.
I think he's a believer that he's a long-term option now on the Giants. So that one does make
All right,
sense.
so yeah, then he's chilling for the bank.
He's chilling.
All right, now it's time for the true stonkers to make their mark
Yes.
on the episode. I mean, yeah, let's just get it easy. I'm surprised Lunas didn't do this. I'm selling Michael Gallup, just not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
Not
gonna
in
do
on
it too.
Gallup.
While
Starting to regret purchasing him a little bit. I still like Gallup long term, but clearly the ACL or something is impacting his outcome on these games. I mean, this Cowboys passing attack has been kind of inconsistent for like multiple years now, which is very frustrating.
Mhm.
All
he's
right.
also playing the Bears this week. And the Bears have allowed, I think, next to the Broncos, the least amount of fantasy points, or the least amount of like wide receiver 1/2 fantasy weeks. So I have no
Yeah,
faith
I'm
in
gonna
Gallup
sell
this week.
David Njoku. He just got hurt. Got to sell him.
I'm also on that same train. All right, we're pretty lockstep with these moves so far.
I'm gonna sell Hunter Renfro. I really don't want to, but I'm just
He's a
not
start
gonna
this
hold
week
the
for the start and
bag
sit him.
on Renfro. Dude, I'm really, you know what? I'm keeping Renfro. I'm gonna sell
Like
Godwin.
Okay.
Well, Dalton Schultz 1000% I'm selling.
Dalton
I'm
Schultz
gonna
is
sell
someone that I'm
Godwin.
also selling.
Khalil Herbert and Wandale. Those are two guys that I'm kind of going back and forth on potentially selling or not selling.
I'm considering buying Wandale.
I think Wandale still has room to go up. I think he can easily hit 4K.
Hmm.
Like if Dobbs, before doing anything just off of reports, was able to get to 4K, Wandale actually doing things will get him there pretty quickly.
Yep. Agreed. Are you keeping Rondell Moore?
I think so. Is that dumb?
I don't know. He's a sit on the stardom sit-em. But
You're sitting him? Why are you sitting the Rondale?
just because I think with DeAndre Hopkins back, with Robbie Anderson getting a role in this offense, and also playing a Vikings defense that hasn't been necessarily.
Oh, do you want to
favorable.
finish your sells?
Yeah, I'll do the rest of my sells. So I was lockstep with you in Michael Gallup, David Njoku, Dalton Schultz. I'm also going to sell CD Lamb for the same reason I was talking about with Michael Gallup. I don't really think he's going to have a good week this week. I'm going to keep Dak. I'm kind of surprised that he's still that low. I'm going to sell Kenneth Walker. I like Kenneth Walker, but it's kind of the Breece Hall effect where I'm just like, I don't want any running back that's that highly
What's going
valued.
on, Joe?
Hey, Joe. And then lastly, I'm going to sell Robert Tonyan just because I think there is a chance that they bring in a competent wide receiver. And even without a competent wide receiver, he hasn't really been producing. So,
you know what? Yeah. Now you say that, I'm gonna sell Lazard, the Lizard King. I'm scared that there's just going to be an overreaction to a potential trade that they bring in, and he's just going to go down for no reason.
I think it would be a reason if they bring in I don't know how many targets any of the reported guys would be taking away from him.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, right? Is that Lazard, of all the guys that are on that receiving core, is probably the dude that's going to play if they bring someone in.
Yeah, you and I have some cash to spend now. I have 23K.
Oh yeah, I am ready to spend some cash. Let's let the buy fest begin. I'm going to kick it off with my guy Keenan Allen. This is just a classic merchant play.
Yeah, wait, he's around like James Robinson level, so yeah, give me Keenan Allen as well.
Oh yeah, well he's under 3,500. We were talking realistically. I think he should be worth around 4K. He'll probably get back there once he's back on the field and Honestly, that offense could use him back, that passing attack. All right, Keenan Allen, Shaboom. What do you think of this? What about
Mhm.
Dearness Johnson? Any Dearness Johnson love with potentially the Kareem Hunt trade? Like really, really going crazy here at 1.2K?
I'll tell you, I picked him up in a couple leagues just on the speculation that like, well, either A, Kareem Hunt gets traded, or B, someone gets hurt and he gets a role again. Because I mean, we saw when he did get a role, he was actually effective in this offense. Um, for 1.2K or whatever, I guess you can't really go wrong with him.
Burrow coming on strong. Yeah, I was actually thinking about buying Burrow before the episode, but he's already gone up a ton. I think he's now like the 8th overall player, 7th overall player in Dynasty
Oh
again.
yeah, no thanks then.
So it's just I think he has room to go up more, but I don't know. It's also he's really expensive too. Like you could just buy 2 speculative plays instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of buying people, I'm gonna buy Juju Smith-Schuster.
So are you buying Dearness Johnson or no?
Oh, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I have other buys that I'd rather do. I was just bringing it
Mm-hmm.
up because I thought it was an interesting play.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Juju's been playing well recently. They have a bye week this week, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, I think that means he's guaranteed to go up towards 4K, where he kind of was in the preseason. We're seeing the Juju that you wanted to see when you saw him go to the Chiefs in the offseason. So I think he still has plenty of room to grow. I'm gonna buy Odell.
Yeah, lock me in with that one too. I'm not missing out on this Odell train.
Okay. Odell Beckham. Yeah, this is another classic. Just we're gonna buy him, and then he's gonna go to a team, and he goes up.
Yep.
If he's not embargoed, I'm surprised Jake doesn't have him. Does Jake not have him? Yeah, I don't know what Jake's doing. Jake's out here buying Cam Akers. You can get Odell for half the price, and he's guaranteed to go up.
I'm just glad he'll be in last shortly, hopefully.
I saw you put Cade Otton as a start on the stardom sit-em.
He was a start. Well, to run through the tight ends that I said were a start, it is so gross, but I love it. I love how gross it is. It was Cade Otton. It was Irv Smith Jr. It was, I'm trying to find it here, Tanner Hudson, the Giants tight end, who I picked up in a couple of leagues because Daniel Bellinger is out indefinitely. And it's Tommy Tremble. That is just like what? Like
that's a ragtag group of tight ends.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at like so I mean, obviously, like Mark Andrews is just a start, whatever. I don't even know who you say the other guys are, like the other top guys. I guess like Zach Ertz is kind of a whenever start player. Other than those kind of guys, I mean, the matchups are pretty gross at tight end this week. Like Robert Tunyon's playing the Bills, which is bad for tight ends. Darren Waller's playing the Saints, who he's already injured, and the Saints have not allowed a single tight end one, like a top 12 tight end performance this week or this year. Dalton Schultz, also injured, playing Chicago, who I've mentioned is actually pretty good on defense, although they did just trade Robert Quinn. So yeah, I mean,
all 3 of those teams just have nasty, fast ass linebackers.
Yeah, and then Dawson Knox playing Green Bay. Right? Yeah, once you look at like those waste lord kind of guys, those guys that you're typically streaming, it's like and then like the other guys that you kind of like a Gerald Everett, he's on bye. And then Travis Kelce obviously on bye. David Njoku hurt. Like there's not a lot of
tight ends are getting decimated. Yeah. I need Kittle to come through for me in a couple leagues. Yeah, now comes the hard part because like Garrett Wilson's someone that I just think is underpriced. 4.8K, 100% he should be over 5K.
Yeah, part of this feels like though we're buying touchdowns. We're buying when we think players are going to score touchdowns. And I don't think he's going to.
Well, if we're going to do that, then I want to buy Raheem Mostert Raheem
Mostert,
Mostert.
yeah.
Because I think Raheem Mostert's going to have a good week this week.
He's a start on the Stardom Sit-em.
I think that's a fantastic start. I think Raheem Mostert's going to have a big week. But 2.2K for like a 31-year-old running back. Does he really move the needle? Like, what's he going to go up? 200, 300 at most? Like, now he's worth a second-round pick.
He's a worse version.
If Garrett Wilson has a 150-yard game, he doubles his price.
I don't think he's having a 150-yard game against the Patriots.
But let's just say, but it does a whole lot more for him than Raheem Mostert getting $150.
Yeah, true. Raheem Mostert is just like last year's Cordell Patterson, but like a worse version.
Now, what about this though? Olave been getting fed targets.
Interesting one.
It's looking like Landry and Michael Thomas are going to be out again.
Both again? I definitely saw
they
Landry.
Both didn't practice today.
Okay.
Which, it's early in the week, but that's all we have to go off of. So,
who are the Saints playing? I'm pretty sure I made Andy.
They
Dalton
have a good
this week.
matchup. Who are they playing? I forget. It's whoever it is. It's a good matchup.
Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders. Dude, the Raiders. Come on. You're betting against the Raiders and their pass defense. Like, has that ever failed anyone?
No.
In recent times? No. Mostert approaching injury time. That is an excellent point. Okay, I'm crossing off Raheem Mostert. Not buying him. Dude, but Olave's price is so high.
What is he?
I'm pretty sure he's wide receiver 5.
Oh, what? No.
Over 6K.
No way am I buying because of Olave then. What? When and why? Like, hey, he's okay. He's not.
I'll buy Garrett Wilson. It's just like such a slam dunk buy for me.
I think I'm going to hold off a week on it.
Do they have a bye week?
No, they're playing Patriots this week.
Fuck it, who cares? Now, I was thinking about, I'm not going to buy Olave, all right?
Mm-hmm.
What about these guys? James Conner or Noah Fant? Noah Fant, because he's been seeing more targets recently and I think playing more, as well as the DK hurt. Maybe it gives him that extra target or half a target.
Yeah, I'll buy Noah Fant with you.
All right. Down for some Noah Fant. And like with the tight end situation right now, like under 2K, come on. Can I afford Dearness Johnson? I'm not sure I can. I also am not sure I can spell it.
I'm missing one of your buys then because I have you at 37.77. Oh yeah, who am I missing from you?
Oh, can't afford them, rats.
Hold on.
I bought Fant, Garrett Wilson. I didn't sell Renfro. I added
that's the yep. That is what we're missing. Okay. Glenn, you're sitting on 1108 in the bank. That's kind of a tough number. There's not that many players that you could buy.
Well, yeah. Do I just sell Deontay and go all in on these plays that I'm interested in doing this week? Well, what about James Conner? You think he's going to come back this week?
I haven't read any news on James Conner.
He was limited in practice today, I believe.
So probably then, if he's practicing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to chill here for now.
All right, I can throw some buys at you. All right, I think I'm going to follow Lunas's path here, and I'm going to buy DJ Moore. There's periods in between.
You're liking the PJ Walker boost on DJ Moore?
No, I'm just liking that they're playing the Falcons this week. They've allowed the most fantasy points to wide receivers.
Well, I think, dude, their secondary. Now, you may want to check the injury report, but their secondary was like super injured the past couple weeks.
Yeah, but it's to the point of like, let me see. We're into week 8 right now, right? This is so there's been 7 weeks of games so far that the Falcons have played. They have allowed 11 wide receiver 1/2 games. So
Oh wow, yeah.
next on that list is actually Pittsburgh with 10. Sorry, break it either. Um, so DJ Moore, I'm gonna buy. That leaves me with 11.6K roughly. Who was I just thinking about? Not James Conner. I was considering Andy Dalton, but turns out he's like not high enough on keep trade cut currently. Who was I just looking at though? I was looking at running back. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much Tony Pollard was. Because that is, I don't think I'm leaning towards Zeke not playing this week.
Really? Is he not going to play?
In practice. So Tony Pollard's 3,700. He's a 25-year-old running back. It's about the same as AJ Dillon. It's not great. Oh yeah, I want to buy Wan'Dale Robinson though, so I'm definitely going to do that right now. Because I mean, who else on this Giants team is catching any passes? Right, so we got Wan'Dale. That leaves me with 7.86.
Dude, I'm looking at Jake's team, and the first thing that comes to mind is a startup draft like gone wrong. Would you rather have Gallup or these waiver wire guys? Dubs, Rondale.
I'd rather
Wan'Dale
Wan'Dale.
Robinson, Donovan
I'd rather
Jones,
Wan'Dale than Gallup.
PPR. And this, I'm assuming this is standard fantasy. This is not Dynasty.
There's no way it's Dynasty if Wan'Dale's on
Yeah,
waivers.
that's what I'm thinking. So
Unless
you want
it's really-
Wan'Dale?
Yeah. Unless it's really shallow leagues. You know what I'm considering buying?
Who's that?
Drake London.
I don't think that's a bad buy, but you're really gonna test Arthur Smith. I
That's
think
what I was
he's
gonna
just
say,
on
like,
a
at
one-way
some
path to
point-
prove everyone that he can throw the ball as little times as possible.
At some point they have to throw the ball though, no? Like at some point.
You'd think in the age where passing is king and you build your team around the passing attack and you spend all of your highest assets on tackles and weapons for your quarterback, you'd think you would pass the ball. Sorry.
No, I like that. Yeah, maybe it's still all right. You know who I'm going to buy instead? Because I mean, it could go a couple ways that his value could increase. Either Russell Wilson ends up actually, you see, he was working out on the plane or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, everyone's clowning him for that. Come on,
Yeah.
you gotta love it.
I don't know if I love it. He's kind of like a psychopath. But I'm gonna zig when everyone's zagging. Everyone's in on Jerry Jeudy potentially going to a different team. I just think Cortland Sutton. I'll buy him. Maybe he has a good game. Maybe Jeudy gets traded and then he's just like the clear cut alpha of this team. Which makes me wonder if I should also then buy KJ Hamler.
How much is Hamler?
I don't know. Can you even buy him? I gotta assume he's over 1,000, right? Yeah,
He's gotta be
1,600, 1,595.
Two deep shell defense is driving the running game. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of becoming the meta nowadays for a lot of these defenses. Like this video. Yeah, dude, like this video. Yeah, 100%. And that's why I'm down for it. Like the video.
All right.
How much was he?
1,595.
50. Of course, he's not just like 1,000, and I can easily get him.
I know. Do I get like Robbie Anderson? Like, do I think Robbie Anderson on the Cardinals is actually going to be good? No, probably not.
No, Sutton or Gus Edwards. I'll take Sutton there.
Yeah, definitely Sutton. I'm assuming that's also redraft, but how long is J.K. Dobbins out for?
I don't know, but can you trust anyone in the Ravens backfield regardless?
True. That's true.
Like just long term, I'd just rather have Sutton.
Kyron Williams went up another 402 points this week, and he's not playing. I don't get that.
Name brand.
Dude hasn't played a snap yet, though. All right. Players I'm looking at. Trey McBride. I feel like he's always
I
someone
was
I'm
thinking
considering
about
buying.
McBride.
I'm looking
Um,
at Nico Collins is an intriguing one, but I
I think that's
don't
just
see it.
bait, though. I think it's
Yeah.
bait.
Greg Dulcich, Dulcich went up
Because the
725.
problem I have with Nico Collins is that if Brandon Cooks gets traded, I feel like it's not okay. Nico Collins gets more targets. It's these random ass receivers on the Texans all of a sudden start getting targets. That's to me what happens. Like
Yeah.
Chris Moore starts seeing 5 or 6 targets a game compared to like fluctuating between 5 and 0.
Yeah. Do I double down? Do I get Russell Wilson? He's so cheap.
The
He's literally
Danger
less
Witch?
than
You want the Danger Witch?
he's less than Mac Jones. I mean, at least Russell Wilson's like playing in his games. Mac Jones, well, actually, he didn't play last week, but like when healthy,
Mac Jones named the starter, though. You see that?
Russell Wilson.
Hayden Hurst.
Russell Wilson is younger than Kirk Cousins, has put up better seasons than Kirk Cousins, and yet is ranked 500 keep trade cut points below Kirk Cousins. So I guess now is the time. I'm gonna buy Russell Wilson.
Oh, Broncos country. Let's
I'm in.
ride.
I'm in on the Broncos. All right, I think that gives me I wouldn't have enough to make any other moves. So I would wrap my moves up.
Chris Moore is crazy efficient on targets. Yeah, and he's really crazy efficient at making me annoyed. I don't know why. I just don't like seeing him do well because it's like I feel like he's someone that I should have if he's doing well, but don't.
Just
You
I
know?
don't chase efficiency. I you either have 2 targets or you don't. So I don't want to like, you know what I'm
If
saying? Like,
Njoku hurt, both Hurst and Bell could pop off. Oh, do you mean
Harrison Bryant.
yeah, Harrison Bryant? Oh, you could get your guy David. What is David Bell's price at? I mean,
He's
probably
all right, but he's getting like a target a game, 2 targets a game. Like it's not.
I don't
It's
know.
not enough to make anyone really go crazy.
Harrison Bryant is interesting though. I don't think we can buy him actually. I think he's just under 1,000.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, which really stinks.
Okay,
Yep,
missing out on Harrison Bryant.
993.
I don't think Njoku is going to be out that long, right? It was
No,
an
I don't
ankle
think
injury,
so either.
but I don't think it was like as severe as like the Mike Williams ankle injury.
No, I think it's just a couple weeks. I don't
Okay.
think it's anything crazy.
Yeah, so in that case, that all our moves? Are we done? Is that the pot?
I don't know. Like, I want to spend this 1,100 on just like a complete lottery ticket play, but I really don't like any of the players ranked from 1,000 to 1,100.
Rattle a couple of them off. I'll tell you.
Okay, this is gonna screw up the view though. So sorry, stream. Hold on 1 second. I can fix this.
I mean, if it's easier, I could just go through.
No, we will go through this journey together.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the value on the screen. Boom. Okay, there we go. We will go through this journey together.
That was Jake Ferguson over 1,100.
Big Jake Ferguson guy.
I mean, I'm not. I don't care how he's worth anything.
Okay,
Really.
Juwan Johnson is someone interesting that I was actually thinking about.
He'd be the one I'd.
Parham, Jake Ferguson, DJ Dallas, Robbie Anderson. Oh, I could buy Baker.
Baker's that cheap?
Yeah, he's 1101. I could buy Baker. Holy crap, Baker is worth nothing. That's hilarious. Oh, I actually might buy Marquez Callaway, unironically. Yeah, I'm buying Marquez Callaway. I'm very happy we did that.
Okay. Frank is unironically buying Marquez Callaway.
Dude, I think that the how do I spell his name?
MARQUEZ.
Callaway. Boom. All right, there we go. Disley is interesting. Where's Disley?
Yeah, he's just behind No Fant pretty firmly.
What's his price? Will Disley 1204. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to spend my points in that. That's the only problem. Like the second tight end on a team that's just eh. But all right, that's all my moves. I've only got 48 left.
Yeah,
I
I got
like the week I had this
453.
week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We'll be back next Tuesday for the Dynasty Pod. So stay tuned for that. Tuesday, 7:30. We'll see you guys. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.
Thanks, everyone.